Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at the watchdives WD0005 that I unboxed a couple of weeks ago. In the meantime, I've worn the watch and I have to admit it is a very balanced piece. And here I'm not just talking about the distribution of weight. This thing simply does everything right, from the size to the shape and most importantly down to proportions. With 39mm in diameter and just under 46 lug to lug, it will fit even the smallest of wrists, like my 6.5-inch one. But at the same time, it has enough wrist presence to accommodate a larger wrist as well. It hits the sweet spot for a modern sports watch. And with a simple design and mostly brushed surfaces, it is an excellent sports watch. The case is beautifully shaped and finished, and like I said in the unboxing, reminds me a lot of Christopher Ward Lightcatcher case, even using the same finish distribution. And if you follow my channel, you know this is exactly how I like my watches. Brushed on top and sides and polished on the bevel separating the two. It is again a sweet spot between handling scratches and at the same time not being dull. The fact the bezel is brushed on top makes it even more usable as a daily beater. The rest of the watch is again hitting a sweet spot. It comes with a screw-in crown and 100 meters of water resistance, so nothing crazy, but more than enough to be worn worry-free. The bracelet is excellent, comes with solid links, solid end links, and with quick release springs, and a milled out clasp. The clasp is missing the on-the-fly adjustment, and that is pretty much the only thing that reveals the price point, which is around $150. I mean, for that money just 5 years ago, you were happy to get a sapphire, let alone a watch constructed the way this one is. Also, watchdives offers on-the-fly adjustment clasp as a separate part for all its watches for just $25. And to me, that is a worthy upgrade, as it is difficult to go back to regular clasps once you're spoiled with those. Day-to-day comfort, especially during hot summer days when your wrist expands and contracts as you enter air-conditioned spaces and go back outside in the heat, makes these almost a must. The watch is also available with a date at 6 o'clock, and another price reveal is the fact you get the same NH35 Seiko regardless of you getting a date or no date variant to save cost. Of course, I would prefer a no date movement to not have the ghost click, but given everything you get for the price, I'm willing to let it slide. Unlike the rest of the watch that kind of plays it safe by hitting all those sweet spots I kept mentioning, the dial is where they decided to go crazy and be brave. So the watch is available in a couple of vibrant colors and dial variations. This emerald green with gradient finish is truly mesmerizing to look at. And everything on the dial, including hands and markers, is incredibly well finished for the price. The lume is also more than okay. It won't win any lume wars, but it is more than adequate. My favorite upgrade, if we can call it that, compared to previous watchdives models I reviewed, is the new Trident logo. It looks familiar, but yet it is original and it really elevates the watch compared to their older models. All in all, if you're in the market for a cheap but well-made, go anywhere, do anything type of a watch that isn't done in boring black, this is an excellent piece, and like I said in the unboxing, other than the ghost click for the date, I really cannot fault it for the price. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.